Guys, I'm actually afraid to say this out loud because I haven't actually talked about it at all, but we are currently in the airport, and this will only be going live if everything actually goes okay and goes smoothly, because basically, okay, we're in the airport and I'm going to Istanbul to get my boobies done. Oh my god, actually, so like I'm usually like, I can't believe I'm saying that out loud because I've been thinking about it for a solid 15 years, okay? Literally, when I actually said it to my friends and family, they were like, it's about time, because I have genuinely been thinking about this my whole adult life. But I swore that like I wouldn't just do it out of impulse, and I wouldn't do it out of like stupidity and just being young. So I always said to myself, look, if by the time I turn 30, if I still want this, and if it's still something that I think about daily, which I do, then that's the time to do it. So I was still thinking about it, and a good few people I knew around me had actually gotten it done, and I was like, do you know what, let me just look into it. One thing led to another. Here we are. Okay, we're in the airport and we're literally going over now. I am obviously excited, but I'm very scared about it as well. And one thing that I obviously always want to say is that like, this is my decision. Like, I don't want to be talking about this and bigging this up, or for this to be something that influences someone else to go and do this. But I also want to share my experience and the information that I get on it, and like anything that I find useful from it, because people might find that very, very helpful if they are in the same boat as me, and if they do want to go and do something like this and think about it and do find that this is something that they want to do. Now, personally for me, like, people, do you know when people say like I've no boobs, right? People think that I'm joking, but like genuinely, it's not even that it's like, oh, I have small boobs. Like, I genuinely, I don't know if you can hear me over that, so I'll just wait a minute. Anyway, it's not even that it's like, oh, I have small boobs. It's genuinely that there's like zilch, zero, literally, okay? So personally for me, like, what I want from this is just a bit of something. Like, I would be happy with a B cup. Genuinely, I'd be happy with an A cup, to be honest, because I actually don't fit into a bra. I'm not a bra size. Like, obviously I have my back size, but I don't have a bra size. Like, an AA is gapey on me. So that just goes to show you like what I'm dealing with here, okay? And another thing, obviously, that I was obviously quite wary about is that I never want to be talking about things like this flippantly. Do you know what I mean? So I really want to get that across, that this is something that I have genuinely been thinking about for longer than a decade. Like, for longer than a decade. And this is something as well that I have obviously really, really, really I've always wanted it. And I really broke it down into thinking to myself, like, will this make me more confident and happier, and will this be something that will genuinely help me, obviously, as a person? And I do really, really believe so, because personally, right now anyway, I think it's the one thing that I lack a lot of confidence in. I'm such a confident person, and I'll always say that. Like, and even if I wasn't going to get this done, I don't think anything would necessarily hold me back, and I'd still be fine. But I do think that this is actually going to heighten that confidence, and I think it's actually going to enhance that, and it's going to make me feel so much better in myself, because being a 12-year-old boy when it comes to your chest is not the vibe, especially in like pretty dresses and stuff. And to be honest, every day in the gym, I actually don't care, because little cute sports bras are on me and I don't care. But like, when it comes to dressing up and like putting a little dress on, or trying to find clothes that suit, but also I don't have boobs for, it's very hard. It's very hard. I know that people understand what I mean when I say that as well. So really, this is the intro into our boob YouTube, our U-boob. But yeah, so that's where we're off to now. We go there, and we're obviously there for a week, and then we fly back to Dubai from there. As I said, this will only be going live if everything actually goes well, which it will. And obviously, given that I am happy obviously on the other side of it, because I never ever want to talk about something obviously either negatively or put something up and then for it to not be as planned. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is a very serious obviously decision on my behalf as well, and on anyone else's behalf that is thinking about this, or it is something that maybe they want to do. So I am taking that very seriously as well. I'm not just whacking up random videos all of the time. This will only be going up once everything is all good. So yeah, I'll take you obviously along with me, kind of the where we stay, the actual clinic itself, what it's like, what the people are like, and then I will also go through like everything kind of from the surgery, from post-surgery. Obviously I don't know any of that yet, but I will go through all that, so don't worry. Again, once everything is okay, and I might then do a separate video on like Q&As afterwards as well. But look, I am excited. I think the only thing, and this was actually something that was turning me off for years, is the fact that you have to take time off going to the gym. Like, I will probably be out of the gym for the guts of a month. I say a month, but it could actually potentially be longer. And that genuinely is what puts the fear of God in me, because it's not only like, oh my God, I'm going to lose my gains. Like, obviously, yeah, that as well. But my brain, my mentality, I need to hang on to this shit for dear life. And if I'm not training, I genuinely don't know what's going to happen there. So that's the only thing that I'm really like, what's going to happen there, but we'll be fine. Look, long term, I know that I'm going to be a lot happier, and I know that I'm going to obviously be very happy that I did make that decision. It's only a month in the grand scheme of things, do you know what I mean? It'll also be very interesting as well to see what actually happens over that month within my physique, and obviously with my mindset and everything like that as well. Are you buzzing? Yeah. No. Just... So we actually got into the airport, and it was a little bit of a like, what the fuck is going on, because I couldn't find the transfer, but an hour later we found them, and it was fine. Like, it was actually only 40 minutes from the airport that we got to the hotel, and the hotel is very, very nice. To be fair, when we were getting out the car to get into it, I was like, I don't know, like, what's this? But like, it's it's massive. I'm actually a bit in shock, like, of how nice the hotel actually is. There's a gym, there's a pool area, all of that. So Ben will be absolutely fine, thank God. I'm just really glad that he actually has things to do. And there's breakfast every morning. So again, very happy, even though we'll probably miss it tomorrow. Well, I don't know if you have to come with me, but like, come back here for breakfast. You'll be coming with me. So yeah, I've been told that I have to leave tomorrow at 5:45. So I literally have to go. They said just wear comfy clothes, go to the clinic, get my bloods and all done, and then I chat with the surgeon, and then I'm guessing you go. Like, I don't really know what happens obviously from here, but we'll see. Obviously tomorrow I'll take you along. Let me show you the house tour. The room is really nice. Like, it's a room, it's a basic room, but it is like, it's nice, it's clean, it's giving Dubai, to be fair, as in Ben saying no. But this is the ones that I've stayed in before that would be cheaper than the ones that we stay in. Like, this is like proper normal hotel room.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I think it's very nice.
Well, it's so much nicer than the ones. One time we came to Turkey to try to get our teeth done. There is a YouTube on this as well, and it's a lol, to be honest. And it's definitely better than that, to be honest. We didn't end up getting our teeth done, just in case anyone's wondering. So yeah, at least this is a lot better. Sorry, now I need to go back like I'm only entering. So pretend I enter. Very basic room. Obviously there's our bags. We have our bed, which is lovely. We have a desk as well, which is extremely handy, because that means that obviously one of us at least can work here. And then there is areas downstairs as we were walking in that I did notice as well that looked nice. So there's like cafes and stuff downstairs, like as in the lobby. There's a lot going on, so that will be fine as well, I suppose. Telly, massive, so that's amazing. Ben's obviously looking up the food. That little thing that is always in a room over there. Ben does not come with the room, unfortunately. And then we have the mirrors. Well, I don't even actually know if these are mirrors. I'm so bloated after that flight. It's actually all right, but I need to go toilet. Wardrobes over here. And then I actually haven't been in the bathrooms yet. Oh, there's another little desk. Ben would fit in that. And that's another little mirror. Full set, obviously, Velocity. These capris, by the way, obsessed. Look at that. Yeah, insane. And they make your bum look so good as well. So, love. Okay, the bathroom's actually stunning. I hadn't been in here. I'm actually a bit rage because I won't be able to use any of these things. I've also been informed that like you can't shower for like a month after you get this done. Now I'm guessing you can still wash yourself, but you can't like get under the shower head, I'm guessing. Because obviously it's the scars and stuff like that. So like the bathroom's actually unreal. It's literally like the same size as the room. What the fuck? And I'm actually really happy with that, to be honest. There's like fresh towels and all, and I feel like, is there bathrobes in that thing behind you? I feel like there's definitely robes somewhere, which would make my life, hopefully. I don't know, are they under there? No, they're towels. There is slippers, so it's making me think that there's definitely bathrobes. Anyway, definitely need to go have a shower. We need to order some food. But yeah, this is the house tour for now. It is the morning of, it's literally, what the fuck? It's 20 to 6. I'm literally not alive right now. I don't even know what to tell you all. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, we're going to get collected now in about 10 minutes and we're going to be going straight up to the clinic and all that. I really hope I pre-fucking poo, like, I really hope I poop beforehand because that would be amazing. Okay, I feel like I'm a bit more alive than a few minutes ago. The journey, we literally just got collected and the journey is a little bit of a drive, which to be honest I thought was nice because it's given me time to wake up and decompress. Ben obviously is about, further away from the, I was about to say villa, from the apartment, from the hotel. But I'm sure they'll probably just drop you home whenever you want, really, to be fair. I am still really, really tired. My eyes are so puffy as well. And yeah, we've probably been in the car for a solid 15 minutes, have we? Like we've been going, to be fair. It's a lovely, now to be fair, it actually is a lovely little chauffeur car, which I always think is a massive plus. I wonder what will happen with my braces. I wonder if I'll have to take them out. Probably. But someone will need to put them back in immediately because I actually have been forgetting to wear them because I didn't wear them for the shoots on both days, to be honest. So that was 2 days, and then the day I got home from the shoots I fell asleep for like 3 hours and didn't have them in for nearly that whole day either. So they are actually sore now as well because I obviously completely forgot to put them in. But like they're fine. They're obviously going to get used to it all over again. Anyways, I don't know obviously what happens from here and when we get here and all, but I have to get my bloods done and an x-ray, they said, and then I meet with the surgeon. So I will try and record like what happens with the surgeon as well, because obviously I need to be taking that in, so I don't know how much I can actually show of that and stuff. More so just like the conversation that needs to be had, because obviously I want them to be very, very natural, and I want them to be literally nearly look like I didn't even get anything done, but also to look nice. Like I'm completely aware that I don't want it to be a waste of time either, so it'll be interesting to see what he says. In my head I've 275 to 300 in my head, but he could be like, oh no, you should go smaller. He could be like, no, you should go a little bit bigger because it's going to suit your frame more. Like obviously he knows an awful lot more than I do, but I don't want to go any bigger than, in my head anyway, 300, unless he has a case behind it as to why I would be. So yeah, we'll see obviously what he says and all. I wonder how long it's going to take. I wonder how long all that will take. And like they said that I'm going to be here for the day now anyway. Like I'm going to be meeting with the surgeon, and then obviously whatever happens then, and then the surgery, and then I stay over today. So I am going to be here now until tomorrow, really. Which is mad to think. Just like a little sleepover. Okay, we've just gotten into the room, and I won't lie, I was already fearing. Now come here. It's very clean. It's really nice, but like it's a hospital room like that you would imagine. And I was fearing like maybe it's not actually. I wish they didn't show me this. I don't want to see. Do you know what I mean? Sure, you can do a bit of work and all. They actually said, oh, Ben can stay if he wants. Like, I don't know, like, he doesn't have to, obviously. I don't think he'd even fit in the bed.
Later, just be careful for your arm, like, because she'll put IV like inside, you know. She was gonna do it from the hand. I told you not the hand because hand hurts the most.
Okay.
I told her, take it from me, okay?
Okay.
But she doesn't want to take it from me because you're moving like this. Just be careful, okay?
Okay.
Like today, just be careful.
Yeah.
Tomorrow they'll take it out, don't they? Hand hurts.
So is that after the surgery or now?
After.
Okay.
Yeah. Like while you're moving, like, you know, because we're using our hands. But when the IV is here, it doesn't matter because we can't like just.
Yeah,
do
I
it.
get that.
But here it moves.
Okay.
Like hand hurts.
Guys, I just got this thing done. I don't even know what this is, but I do think that this was, my hair is absolutely disgusting. I don't know what's going on, but I don't really care. Anyway, I do think that this was like my biggest fear, because I hate the needles. I hate anything to do with anything, to be honest. Do you know what? I actually don't mind pain, and I always say this, like, I actually don't mind pain. The thoughts of a needle though, and the like thinking about it, and just the like sensation of it makes me want to cripple up and die, like literally. So I'm actually so happy that that's done, because I think what Ben's saying, apparently, like, I won't feel another needle or anything again. And I always think about like people giving birth and like people going in for actual like surgeries, like, you know, that are needed, or like that they have to go in for, and I always think of this part and I'm like, I wouldn't make it past that, but I did. So we're going to do them. So nice. Are they like compression socks, is it? Like surgery socks? I have survived anyway. I don't know if Ben has, because he's literally traumatized. It's very, very tight. I'm waiting for food. I've been out of it for the past few hours. They say you're not allowed food 4 hours after. So we're literally, like, it's been 4 hours now, so I'm really excited to eat something and drink some water, because my energy is obviously on the floor. And I really hope I can move in this bed as well, because my back's a little bit sore as well. But yeah, it's currently 3:30 here. I went in at about what time, Ben? 9?
Yeah.
Probably even later, because was it 2 hours I was gone for?
Yeah, in around that 2.5.
Yeah, so I went probably in about 9. I was out and all by about 11:15. It was a weird experience, obviously, because I've never experienced anything like this before. But yeah, I'm really excited. I hope they come around with some toast, literally, something really, really plain, and some water, because I've never actually felt this. Like, it's not even that I'm dehydrated, because I'm actually on a drip, but my mouth is so dry and my throat is so dry. I'm really, really excited to get some water in my mouth, because yes, I'm on a drip, but it's not really helping right now. Anyway, I'm just trying to occupy myself, to be honest. Fine. It's not in the water.
Oh, I can't. You get off your phone if I could do this. You know?
That's for my facial. A little bit more on the bottom. Don't be afraid. I feel like I need loads.
Hmm?
More, please. Thank you. Guys, I don't know how anyone does this without a companion, because Ben has literally saved my life all day. I honestly don't know. Unless if you weren't here, if the nurses were literally 24/7 in the gaff. But yeah. I'm gonna need to put my braces back in at night. Got me some chocolates. You got me some cakes. Yeah, I just went for a little walk there. And then had a little roll. But the sweat. I'd say I burnt about 500 calories in that little walk. The sweat that was beaming down me. So obviously because my body's in shock, number one. But also, I was bursting to go to the toilet. So I actually thought I was going to get sick. So that was fun. And she was also like, don't look down. So like, I was actually actively concentrating, trying not to look down. But yeah, then I went wee, so that was a good time because that was waiting for ages. I didn't want to get up until they told me to. As you can tell, it's actually, is there something in my tooth? No. It's very hard to talk. So I do apologise that I sound like I'm out of it. I'm actually not as much out of it as I was. It's just actually really hard to talk. It is Saturday, so it's the day after. I do actually feel a lot better. Obviously I have the compression bar on. I was actually really careful, like how I talk and stuff, as I was saying. That's why I sound so slow. We're literally just we're waiting now to check out, literally. Is this us?
Hi.
Yeah. Okay, amazing. And yeah, we're gonna go back to the hotel now. Sorry, firstly, why does my skin look like this? Honestly don't know what's going on. But I'm actually just back in the hotel now. I'm actually watching a YouTube of a girl who got her boobs done so that I can get some tips and she can tell me that it gets better, because I'm actually fine right now because I took a painkiller. But about an hour, 2 hours ago, I was in pain. Honestly, talking is the worst. I know I keep saying that. Maybe I should just shut the fuck up, but I can't. Do you know, trying to look how swollen my hands are. Look how swollen. Thank God I take my rings off, obviously, because I would have actually have to got them welded off. Look at that. So that's the first thing. Everything swells. Even my face like's probably swollen. Don't know why my skin looks like this. It could be, I kind of look a bit yellow as well. And Ben has been washing my face and oh my God. He's been doing everything for me, to be honest. Like, I was only talking to one of my friends because she went to the same clinic I went to and she got her boobs done, and she came over with one of her friends who also got work done. And I was like, how did you two look after one another, because you were both as bad as each other? Because Ben has genuinely been doing everything for me, especially yesterday. Obviously when I first came out, he was feeding me, putting water into my mouth, lifting me to the toilet, pulling my knickers, like everything for me, wiping, bringing me back. Do you know what I mean? Like, moving my hair, movement, like, it's, when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, God, that poor boy. And he is a bit traumatized as well, because he didn't realize, I don't think, how much pain I would have been in. But they do obviously give you a lot of painkillers and stuff like that as well. So I'm not saying it's not the worst thing in the world, but of course it's going to be painful, like, do you know what I mean? Now it's just a little bit uncomfy today, and certain times it's like more uncomfy than others. But then I took my recovery, I'm trying to listen to her at the same time, my painkillers, and I feel a little bit better. And I had some food, so I definitely feel a little bit better, because like I haven't eaten since 2 days ago. Yesterday I had this weird noodle broth thing and like half of a mini roll. Honestly, I'd say I had about 200 calories yesterday. And then today I'm like, I need to get my food back in because I'm out of it. Like, do you know what I mean? I can feel it, how dizzy I am. But yeah, that's the update for now. We're back anyway, so that's always a plus. Very grateful for Ben. He's actually gone to get his hair cut. I'm going to chat through as well, like, everything that kind of went on with regards to the consultation, everything, because I didn't get to record that because there was so many people in the room. There was so many people in the room when we were going through the consultation, and what I needed and what I wanted and all this. So like I was like, I'll start recording, and then I was like, no, also I was naked because he was obviously looking at what was going on. So I'll just chat through that with you instead. But I'll probably do that near the end when I feel a little bit better, because I want to be able to give you all the correct information and stuff. But yeah, again, and I always want to say this, and I always want anyone to know that I have genuinely been thinking about this for 15 years. If you ask any one of my friends, any one of my family members, they'd be like, yes, I have. She has not stopped thinking about it, talking about it for years. Like, and when I say I had no boobs, I mean zero. Even the consultant said to me, you're not even a cup size. No, I didn't actually fit into a double A. Like, I was not a cup size. I had no boobs. And this was something that I've been thinking about my whole life, that I've waited until I was at an age that I could really kind of break it down and think about it, and not let it just be some kiddish off the whim decision. And I just always want to say that, because it's not something like just going into a shop and buying a bar of chocolate. Like, this is something serious that people should be thinking about. And I never want it to be seen that I'm just like, oh, this is grand. Like, it's not. Like, I am in pain. I did have to go through surgery. Like, you know, you have to nearly have 24-hour care afterwards. I can't really move. I'm in bed. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm still not sitting here being like, this is amazing, I love my life. I don't. Right now, I'm like, God, wish I didn't do this, obviously. But probably in a few days, even in a few weeks, it will hopefully be worth it. And you will all know. You will all see that, of course. We are actually up and about. We said we'd go downstairs to see what the food is like. Mainly because we've been personally, I've been in the hospital bed or in that bed all day yesterday and all day today. So I think this is going to be good. Should just go downstairs and sit there and get bed sores downstairs instead. We look homeless. Well, I personally do. You actually look okay. Until you get your flip-flops. Ben did my hair. He has to learn how to do a plait though, because I need this plait redid. I look like a bag of shite, but hopefully it'll be all worth it. All of this absolute nonsense. To be fair, when the painkillers kick in, like, the difference it makes.
Don't you get some buzz over?
Well, no, it's just that, like, it's not half as painful. I have never looked better. I actually did these plaits myself, as you can tell. Yeah, I can only imagine what the back of it looks like, but that is genuinely none of my business. But we're on day 3. Well, I don't know, is this day 3? Because day 1 was surgery, day 2. Yes, today is day 3. I feel it, like, this morning was probably the first morning that I could get up and do things myself. Now, I'm not saying like I could do absolutely everything, but a lot of things I couldn't do yesterday, say, I could do. And we're going to go down and have breakfast now. And then I'm going to take the pain relievers again and all of my medication. There's a lot of medication going on as well. But I need to eat first. And I think I'll actually probably feel even better then again, because obviously the pain relief is great for that. But depending on how I feel tomorrow, Tuesday-ish, I might try and like slowly come off the pain relief, because I don't want to rely on it either, obviously. And I want to know how I feel, if that makes sense. I've heard that a lot, where it's like you can think that you're fine and end up doing something like, and then it's actually not okay. So like I want to know like how I feel and like things that I shouldn't be doing, you know, instead of the pain relief just masking it. I can talk so much better today as well. It's actually so nice to be able to talk. I actually didn't realise that they put a tube down your throat when they do the surgery. So I think that's why my throat was so sore as well. That's why I couldn't talk properly either. So that makes sense. I'm really hoping today that I go toilet, as in toilet, because that just needs to happen. So I'm going to get dressed now. We're going to go downstairs and get some breakfast. Guys, this might be TMI, but I just did my first poo. Hallelujah. Some people say it could take up to a week or longer, which I couldn't stop thinking about. I honestly think if anything was going to put me off this, it would have been that. So I'm so happy. I've a bit of lip gloss on. I just did a morning toilet. Hallelujah. So that means I got my surgery on Friday morning. Didn't obviously go toilet on Friday at all, even before it. Saturday didn't go. Today's Sunday. And she just went. And I really hope now it's like normal and all is good now. And I just go every day. My braces are so annoying in this time. But honestly, thank the Lord above. I'm so happy over this. But yeah, we're just back from food. Had a coffee, got some food. I actually put my earrings back in and my belly bars back in as well. I actually feel a little bit more like myself. I'm so pale. But anyway, it's fine. This is going to be the worst that I ever look, let's be real.
Jesus, the smell of shy.
He's lucky I didn't get him in to wipe my arse, to be honest. I was like, I have to do this myself. Because he's been literally pulling my trousers down the past 2 days for me to go wee. Yeah, I got them up. I really was like, I have to do this because I can't have him go, like I couldn't listen to you. And all I could think of was, when I go for a poo, is he gonna have to wipe my bum? Because I was really thinking about that. And I was kind of like, I don't care if he has to, like, so what? He'll have to do this at some stage in life, I'd say. And but to be fair, this morning I actually felt probably the best I've felt. I really don't want to jinx it because I really don't want to go backwards or anything, but probably the best I felt. So when I needed to go to the toilet, I was like, I actually think I'll be able to do this myself. And I was. So I'm delighted. And I was able to put up my trousers myself, whereas usually he would have to. The past 2 days anyway, he had to. It's just very slow. Like, I think where I can avoid things I will, because I don't want to overstretch or overstrain anything. But I'm just like in slow motion, literally with everything. But I'm really happy that I went through. I'm really, really happy. I won't lie. I can't laugh. Well, you should have seen Ben putting my belly bars back in this morning. That was amazing. Honestly, things that we do that he would have never had to, and now he understands how hard it is to maintain being a woman. But yeah, as I said, we got breakfast. My appetite is like 0, but as Ben was saying, like, I haven't really moved. I'd say yesterday I got about 500 steps, if even, walking down for dinner and back. And then the day before, zilch, like, did not move. I'm going to try, no, I'm not going to be doing anything major today, but I'm going to, like, maybe just, when we walked down to breakfast and walked back up, I might just walk around, like, every now and again, just to feel a little bit better. But yeah, my appetite is just not there at all. It's not the end of the world. It's quite normal, obviously. But yeah, let's see how today goes. So I actually just had my second checkup there with the nurses. That's one thing, right? If you get your boobs done at home, like, I know a few girls that have gotten them done at home, and I actually know a few girls that have gotten them done in the UK, as in because they live in the UK, and like, they're discharged the same day as their surgery and they go home. No. Do you know what? I actually would be like, no, you can keep me in the hospital for another 2 weeks to make sure everything's okay. Because obviously over here, I stayed overnight the day of the surgery and I was discharged the next day. But the nurses still come every day to check on you and to make sure everything's okay. And for my own overwhelming brain and for my own kind of peace of mind, I don't think I could have it any other way, because I'd be freaking out thinking something's going wrong. I can't even look at them at the moment. Like, when they take the bra off me to check them and they basically change the bandages and they put like a bit of cream on just in case, I can't look at them. Like, I'm freaked because they do feel really weird, and everyone did tell me that they're gonna feel weird and look weird at the start. So I have made it my business not to look for at least a week, just because I don't want to be freaked out, like, and I don't want to be overthinking it. So yeah, they just came in there. I won't lie, when they're like touching them and they're massaging them and stuff, because that's what they have to do to like make sure they're sitting right, it feels so weird. It's not okay. Like I'd be like nearly puking, but I think I'd be like feeling sick because I know that like that's something plastic in my body. Like, do you know what I mean? They're moving the implant and that's making me honestly like, ew. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm just like, no, I'm not okay with that. But this is the update anyway. At the moment, you can't see anything. I'm extremely bloated. Like my hands are so swollen. I can't put my rings back on. I put my earrings, as I was saying, back on, and I actually got Ben to put my belly bars back on, which honestly, God bless him. You should have seen him trying to do that. But this is them at the moment. Like, you can't see anything with this bra on, obviously. This strap up here basically pushes them down so that they're not like up at my chin, because obviously I really didn't want them high either. I also don't want them like majorly projected either, so they're obviously very, very swollen, as they said. God, my arms are so swollen as well. What on earth? Look, this is what comes with it though. Today, as I have said as well, I do definitely feel an awful lot better. But this is the current update. You can't see anything, apologies, but this is all I got. This is all we got for now. Ben's actually gone to the gym, and the nurse actually came early. She was meant to come at 3, so I didn't actually know who that was at the door. And she just came in, checked everything. And you know what? I just feel so at peace and at ease when she comes in and checks everything and she's like, everything looks perfect. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because I'd be just overthinking everything, being like, oh my God, are they exploding? Like, is there something happening? Do I need to move the bra? Do I need to massage them? You know, are they settling right? Like, I'd be just like, honestly, last night in bed, I was like, one's after popping. Like, I don't know why. Like, I don't know what was making me think this, but I just think the worst. I do think, what's those things called where you think you're going to die every time something happens? Is that like a hypochondriac or something? Like, where you just think of the worst thing that could possibly happen that would lead to your death. That's me. I didn't realize this until a few weeks ago. And like, I was like, God, no matter what I'm doing, even if it's just driving in a car, I'm like, imagine another car just came around that corner really quick and like, bam. What? But so that's like, now, even last night I was in bed and I was like, did windows just burst? Like, I was fully convinced myself. Anyway, so when the nurse comes in, checks everything, I'm like, praise the Lord, hallelujah, that everything is okay. So yeah, I went for, let's have this chat now, we may as well. And I like having this chat, of course, because I like telling you all what I went for, but I know you can't see them just yet. But a massive thing that I always say, and I've said this 100 times in this video, is that this was my choice and this was my decision. And obviously doing this was very, very personal to me. And I actually don't want to get upset over it, because maybe it's all the antibiotics that I'm on. But I've genuinely been thinking about this for so long. And I do think it's something that I really did miss my whole life, like not having boobs. Like, as I've said, it's not as if I had small boobs. I had no boobs. The surgeon even said to me, you're not even a cup size. He was like, you're not even an AA. And I was like, I know. Like, I had nothing at all. And if it ever looked like I had something, it's because I probably had tissue down my bra, or pads, or doubled up on pads in the bra itself. Like, I would do anything possible to make it kind of look like I'd have something. Zilch, okay? So this was a very personal decision for me, and I think, as well as that, I do think I missed out on a lot of years feeling my best self, because I've never had any boobs. So like, I'd be held back from wearing certain clothes that I would love to wear. My friends would be wearing certain things and I knew I could never borrow those things because I just have nothing. And the thing is, with having nothing as well, I actually like the look of like small boobs, but I had nothing. So the thing with having nothing was, there was nothing for like cute little tops or low rise dresses or even like tank tops and stuff to sit on. So they'd always gape open. So like, if I was to try and like borrow a nice dress that came down like this, number one, I'd look like a boy. But number two, they'd like gape open all the time. There'd be nothing for the dress to actually hit on, and it would never fit right, ever. So I actually love the look of like petite upper half. So for me anyway, I went for a very, very natural look anyway, I hope. Let's see what they obviously happen like. But with the photos and how I was explaining to the surgeon, of course, I was very much so like, I do want them as natural as possible. So I went for a 300cc. That was what was in my head, but he actually said that as well. Before I even said the number, he said it. So I was really, really happy with that. That he was like, okay, I'd go for 300. And he was like, one has a little bit more tissue than the other. So what he actually did was he had, I think it's 285 on the right and 300 on the left, so that they kind of look a little bit more even as well. So it's 300 really, because the look of them both will look like 300, but one is actually a 285 implant and a 300 implant, because there was a little bit more tissue on the right one anyway. So he didn't have to do as big of an implant in that one. So that was that. Then I went for moderate profile, because I really didn't want them projecting too much. That was my worst fear, because I think sometimes, because I'm schmo and I'm thick, right? Like, I have a big bottom half. My limbs carry weight, like my arms carry weight. That's fine, like I'm fine with that. But because my arms carry weight, my limbs would carry weight, like my legs, my arms, my waist can evaporate. When I start losing weight, my waist is gone. But my arms and legs are quite stubborn. I know that if I had a high profile kind of chest, I'd look bigger, because my arms do carry weight, and then I'd also have a really projected chest as well. So I knew that in my head, and I was like, right, I'd like to go for moderate profile so that they're not too far out. So that's kind of like in between. There's high profile, low profile, moderate profile. And then I went for under the muscle. But he was trying to say that I could go over the muscle, because it's only a small type of implant. It will look very natural anyway. That recovery would be a lot better if it was over the muscle, and I'd be able to get back training obviously a lot quicker as well if it was over the muscle. And he was like, look, you can do either. He was basically like to me, you could do either and it would look really natural either way. But I went and I said, no, I'm going to do under the muscle, because I know that short term it's definitely going to be a lot more painful. I'm probably going to have to sit out of the gym for a few more weeks than what I expect. But for the long term and the results that I want for the rest of my life, I would prefer under the muscle. So as much as over the muscle was so tempting, because I was like, recovery won't be half as bad, I won't be as sore, I'll be able to get back training within a few weeks rather than double that nearly. I just knew in my heart of hearts that that was what I wanted. I wanted under, always did. So even when he was trying to say, no, maybe look at the other options, I was just like, I knew in my head coming in here, I wanted them as natural as possible. And if that means a little bit of a longer recovery, I'm okay with that. So yeah, that's it really. I went for 300cc, moderate profile, under the muscle. And here we are, telling the tale. I'm honestly in shock. I think today as well, the anesthetic, I'd never know how to say that, so I do apologize, because I probably said it a few times in here and it probably isn't right, has actually worn off, because I feel a little bit more myself, as in mind, mentally wise. Yesterday I was a lot of brain fog, things weren't making sense with what I was saying. Even like I'd be like trying to say something to Ben, or like trying to explain something. He was like, what? I'd be like, oh, you know what I mean? Like I'd have to like point at the things, like, and yeah, I was tired a lot as well. Now I'm still tired today, I won't lie, because I couldn't really sleep last night. And like, it probably is still there, but it's definitely better. So yeah, here we are. This is what we're working with at the moment. We fly back to Dubai on Thursday. So we have another few days here with the nurses coming and making sure everything's okay. By Thursday, it'll be 6 days, so a week basically. And I'm hoping, obviously, considering that I have been getting better and better every day, by Thursday, like, it'll be even better again. It's mad because obviously she checked everything and then put this all back on, and it is kind of like this burning sensation, this tight sensation, just because they've been moved, obviously. So I feel like I need to sit down and relax. I also do feel like I could do a lot more now today. Now I couldn't go out and run a marathon, but I can do a lot more today. But I also don't want to do too much and then be like, shit, shouldn't have done that. Like thinking I can do those things and probably shouldn't have, you know what I mean? So yeah, anyway, I've been yapping here for about 11 minutes. Hope that was all informative. I think that I might stop this vlog either today or tomorrow and then start a new one, because I feel like this is more like the surgery vlog and then just post-op vlog, and then I'll do like the week post-op vlog as well, or like 2-week post-op vlog, so you can see exactly what happens in those 2 weeks as everything goes on as well. Any questions though, please let me know. Y'all know this. I want to be as transparent as possible, because I know that I'd just show up and you'd be like, wait a minute, something's going on here. And a few people do already know, but I also didn't want to just be talking about it flippantly like it didn't mean anything. I didn't want to be just like, yeah, I'm going to go get a boob job. Like, do you know what I mean? I didn't want to be just talking about it on my Instagram or talking about it online like it was this normal flippant thing, because I'm very aware it's not. This is a very serious decision. So that's why I wanted to make a YouTube on it instead, because I feel like I can actually speak my thoughts more and get that across to you all more. This is a very serious decision, and this has taken me years, honestly longer than 15 years to make this decision. And after undergoing the surgery, it makes me think even more how much of a serious decision this is. So yeah, all is well. Might leave this one here. If I do, maybe there might be another clip after this, who knows, spontaneously. If I'm filming anything more today, we'll have a look. Might just finish it off today in general, and then do another one on like the week and 2 weeks post-op. So it's bye. I don't know, this might be bye, or else there might be another one after this. Who knows?